Good morning. So I got this crazy pair of scissors. Bought them through Amazon, but they're by American Crafts. And I had a bit of a play last night, just to kind of test them out on some scraps that I had laying around. And this is what the result looked like. So they're all fringy and textury. I think I saw these as Maggie Holmes tag. I know, shock and awe, right? So I had a bit of a play. The top part was really tricky to glue on because when you're trimming the back to get all the endy bits off, it actually ended up cutting some of my fringes, but I think they still turned out pretty good. Like how neutral this one is. I used, these were leftover scraps from the die cuts with a view pad that I scored at my local dollar store, surprisingly. So yeah, I have some of these left over. You can see how these were actually left over from a project I made for one of my scrappy pals, Kelly Belton. Hi Kelly, if you're watching. So yeah, I thought I would crack out my Maggie Holmes scraps again, seeing as how it was a Maggie Holmes inspired tag. Sorry, just opening up this little pouch. Because most of the little bits and pieces I have left over are very, very narrow. So I'm going to pause this as I sort through the scraps that I think are a decent size to actually try to create these little fringy tags, and I will be right back. I'm back. So as you can see, I just die cut, sorry, wrong side. I just die cut some little tags. I figured I'd give this a try too. I tried doing the little fringes with a circle punch last night, and it was a bit of a nightmare, so I don't know if those ones with the curvy tags are going to show up. But essentially what I did was I just picked a random, picked a random spot on the paper to kind of be my guide. So I'm going to use this little white line up here, and I'm going to cut as far up as that. And then this little bit here at the end. A bit trickier to line up, but you get the gist of it. So yeah, you just basically sit here. You can do this while you're watching TV, or, you know, when you're multitasking, talking to your friends in a YouTube video, whatever. So yeah, you get the idea. So I'm going to pause, I'm going to keep going, and I'll be back when I've got more fringy strips. Okay? Alrighty, so I don't know, did some trimming. You can kind of see, I almost like these just like this, you know, it'd be kind of cute just to layer a couple of these guys up and have these be an embellishment. I don't really know what that would look like, but give it a try. We'll see what's left. I think these would be super cute with just plain cardstock, because I don't know about you guys, but I have like tons of just single colored cardstock that I never really know what to do with. So I might try that in another video. We'll see how we go. I'm going to pick the biggest tag to start, get myself warmed up. So the best advice, actually, let's try it with tape runner. The ones that I did last night, I did with my art glitter glue, and they turned out great. But just for fun, let's see what happens with the ATG. I found the biggest challenge for me was trying to line it up, because once the fringe is cut, it actually ends up being kind of bendy, and the fringe will actually start to kind of do this, So you can kind of do that with it. That could also be a really cool embellishment. See if we can maybe make a circly one. Anyway, so you get the idea, and you can see there's like crazy extra. So all I do, grab my bigger scissors, all I do is go through, and after every layer, cut the little pieces. You're going to have these little bits all over your floor when you're done, but that's okay. The hazards of crafting, right? So yeah, I'm going to keep going with the ATG because, wow, that made it a lot faster. And you just want to layer them so that there is a decent amount of overlap. I don't really know if you can tell there, but that manila colored paper you can hardly see. And the really good thing about using double-sided paper is you can get all fancy and do that. I've been wanting to try it with another shape, but after I think I was just too tired last night when I was trying it. After my experiences with it last night, I figured I'd wait. Is that big enough? It's like just slightly too small. Hard to pick up. Alright, let's try this one. So I didn't pre-measure or anything because ain't nobody got time for that. And then once they're done, you can kind of, too small. Bugger. Try this one again. I think this one I cut a bit too, it's a bit too wide. I'll go through and give it a haircut. Yeah, so if you did like I did, you can kind of bend it back and just do a little trim. And I could even say trim a little bit more. Wow, my stomach is growling. I don't know if you can hear that on video, but I'm trying to go keto. Kelly Belton, you inspired me. And I haven't had my breakfast yet, and I had lots of vegetables and stuff last night for supper, so my stomach is rumbling. There, another little haircut. Like so. And then you can kind of fluff them up. That one's actually too short, but maybe I'll find something to do. Well, maybe I'll move it down. That's probably smarter. Ooh, tricky, tricky. There. Now the little fringy things can move a little bit better. So yeah, I'm just going to keep, crooked. I hate it when that happens. It happens when you're multitasking. There. So I think I might do a couple of half tags. See how they turn out. Most of these little strips are considerably less wide, so I'll do some on the smaller tags, I guess. Alright, I will put this one on, I think, and then I'll start on one of the smaller tags. Alright, see you in a minute. Okay, so my little tags, I only made 3, and I decided to stick to the square shape, I guess rectangle shape. Yeah, and you can see I just layered a few, and then this was just a leftover branding strip, because I figured I wanted to maybe put something on them. They look slightly plain, kind of like that. So I grabbed some of my handmade embellishments from another video, and I'm just kind of flipping through, trying to see, you know, is there anything that might, it's too big, is there anything that might add to it? because they still look, I don't know, a wee bit plain to me. Oh, actually, that's the back of one of the papers that kind of inspired me. So you can see that it was designed so that you could either go through with your regular scissors and cut it, or just give that effect of the texture. Kind of like that. And I know I've seen a few other people make YouTube videos on how to do those handmade embellishments as well. I don't know. I'll leave that there and see. So yeah, just like I said before, trying to use up all of my scraps because I have a ton. Too big. And labels and just such random little things. Cork. I think these are too big. Alright, I need something small-ish. I really like that heart here, but oh yeah, I think we're going to layer that. I like that. It's the last of my cork hearts. It's a sad day. I'm just going to put a little bit of liquid glue because, quite frankly, I don't trust cork to stay where I put it. It's kind of funny like that. I guess I should probably try to put a layer of foam under that too so it doesn't move around. Oops. I just get my foam at the dollar store. It's, what's it called really? I think it's like double-sided mounting tape. Duramax. Yeah, because I feel like don't need to make life more complicated. And I know a lot of people really like score tape, but I never see it in any of the places I go, and I just figured, meh, that works fine. I'm not gonna change it up if it works. I guess that's gonna require me to hold it there for a minute. I'm thinking maybe a sticker. Those are small. I'm thinking these guys are too big. Yeah, put those away. This isn't even the right collection. I don't know what that was doing in there. Maybe something from one of those packs will do. Alright. So this is one of those times that having the handmade embellishments has been hugely helpful because I didn't have to sit here and make the embellishments and then do the tags. It was just done. Maybe this guy. I'm gonna make it too busy. Kind of like it. Yeah, so just working my way through. I have a couple of projects on the go. I'm still waiting for someone to recommend some sort of software that might compress the videos that I'm making so that they don't take quite so much time to upload to YouTube. My problem right now is that I'm using a GoPro. So if you've watched any of my videos, you can probably tell there's a bit of a, what is it called, fisheye on some of the videos, and it's because I'm trying to figure out how this whole YouTube thing works, and learning how to edit my videos. I still haven't figured out a way to speed up the videos based on the software I'm using. It's a bit complex, so I'm hoping to eventually be able to cut out some of the random chattiness. Oh, that's cute, but it almost doesn't fit. Do we do a heart or a flower? Decisions. Kind of like this heart. Needs a word. Need a word. Oh yes, Pink Fresh stickers. Have any of you had this problem as well? I bought these and I really like them, but when you go to take them off, you can see what's happening. It's like they're not all the way cut through or something. So they do weird things when you try to pull them off the paper. They either come off all in one big chunk, or they bring the paper with them. They're just a bit annoying, so I'm hoping to be able to use those up. Oh, stickers. Okay. Put that there. Put that there. It's a bit crooked, but that's okay. This one's looking still a little bit plain. I don't know. I wish my Tim Holtz tiny attacher was working, but it's not. What else? What about these? These are kind of cool. I think they were meant to be stickers. Not really sure, but they came with the Maggie Holmes kit that I bought. I think it was Carousel. I'm not sure. It's been a while. And I liked that they had the little sequiny bits. Because, you know, sometimes it's nice just to have things ready to go. Jumped at that too soon, I think. I think I need something else to go around. Oh. Alright, I'm walking away for like 20 seconds. I'm going to back into place as I go. So yeah, I have these little glitter hearts. It's a bit close, but whatever. It'll do. I have a fruit tray of insanity. There's just such a crazy assortment of stuff in here. I've been collecting fruit trays, and I just, when I get little scraps and pieces of paper, I just sit there and I watch TV and punch some things out, and I just keep them in a little tray here so they're ready to go. The problem is I have so many trays on the go, I can't ever find what I'm looking for. So that is the project for today. I think I'm going to grab some of my black baker's twine, and I'll put that in there in the little holes, and I'll be back with a picture at the very end. Alright guys, see ya!